What's going on YouTube? Um, this update is really not necessarily on the reef itself. Everything's doing well. I did have a fish death. My solar wrasse died on me yesterday. A little disappointed. I had them for about 3 years. I had them before. I had the solar wrasse before I put a coral in this tank. Um, so, you know, as much as I don't name my fish and all that, when one passes, it never makes it easy because you just used to seeing it, and it was a gorgeous fish. So, um, but in the life of fish keeping, you win some, you lose some. Everything else in the tank is doing well. Uh, and I'm not sure if I'm going to replace them or not. If I do replace them, it will be with something a little more utility versus just aesthetics. Now, in my last update, I talked about dosing, and I finally got my doser in, and it's working. And I got it calibrated, and I decided to go with a 2-part dosing system. And of course, I'm using Seachems. I'm a Seachems junkie. Uh, I've been in the hobby of fish keeping and aquariums since I was about 5. And I can't say I've been using Seachems products since I was 5. That would be a lie. But definitely by the age of 12, 13, I was into Seachems. And being that this is my first time going into dosing, I wanted to use something I was confident in and something I had been using to maintain my parameters. It's just never been on a doser. I've been hand dosing it. So, just a real quick view for those who are unfamiliar with Seachems Fusion 1 and 2. Seachems 1, mind you, is to raise your calcium. Okay? Raises calcium. Seachems Fusion 1. Along with calcium, it also has magnesium, strontium, boron, iron, manganese. You see it. So it's more than just calcium because it gives, according to Seachems, the appropriate amount of magnesium and other trace elements along with calcium. And yeah, so I trust it, and I've used it to keep my numbers the way I want my numbers in my system. So I trust it. I've been using it. I'm going to continue to use it. It's not terribly expensive. Refusion 2 is to raise alkalinity. And it is basically what it does. It raises alkalinity. If you want to pause the video to read it, you can. In addition to Refusion 1 and 2, on my third dosing head, I'm dosing Reef Plus by Seachems. Something else I've been hand dosing to my tank. And unfortunately, I don't know if it's good, bad, or anything else because I've always used either this or fuel, Aqua Vitro fuel, and Aqua Vitro is Seachems as well. But this is amino acids and vitamins And with this particular product, after 3 months, you have to refrigerate it. So I don't plan on keeping more than 3 months worth of dosing in my dosing container at any point in time. And as you can see, it has a long list of vitamins and trace elements. So this is what I'm dosing to my tank. And right now, I'm dosing equal parts of Fusion 1 and 2. And I'm doing 2 meals a day. Every day, getting 2 meals. 2 meals apiece of both. Why so little? Because I'm still using Kaltwasser in my auto top off. I'm not stopping that. I'm just trying to supplement what it's doing. And so after a week, I will retest and see if my numbers are still rock solid, like I hope they will be. Yeah. And I'm dosing 4 meals a day of the Reef Plus, which over the course of a week would be what is recommended for a system my size. And so in the next few upcoming weeks, I will be giving updates on how the dosing is going, how my numbers are looking. I never planned on actually using a dosing pump. That's where I'm dosing to right there. And that's my dosing pump. I really wanted to get a calcium reactor, but I have a lot of goals for this upcoming year, and spending the amount of money that I would want to spend to get the type of calcium reactor I would want to get, which would be not necessarily for this system, but my next system, which would be larger, would be quite a penny. And so it was a financial move. The dosing pump cost me about $60. So that's what it is. So $60 versus almost $1,000 it's a big difference. So I went with this and gonna ride out with it for at least a year. At minimum a year, maximum 2 years. And then I'm going calcium reactor. Yeah. So that's where we're at. And I'm gonna look at the tank, at the reef. Boom, boom, boom. Y'all be cool.